Okay guys, today we're gonna talk about the rook and bishop against the rook. Very famous ending, probably, and also tough, right? Generally, rook and bishop against the rook would be draw because the defender have a two idea for defending. It was passive defense and active defense, right? In the previous classes, we talk about this two idea for how to making draw. But right now, we're reaching the best position that we can achieve as an attacker side, right? This is, we call it philidor position, especially when we put our king on the third rank and we control the seventh rank. This bishop already covering all the checks, right? This should be winning here, but winning process also not easy. You have to convert it. For example, here, when we're reaching this position, here black have a three option: rook e3, rook e2, rook e1. Because our threatening would be bringing the rook to that side and making checkmate on the back rank. Probably here, black has to playing rook e3, either e2 and e1. Let's see from rook e3 would be the best option, would be the worst case for black side. So here, guys, can you guess what is the best move for us? Try to think and yeah, tell me your moves.
Rook d7.
Rook d7, right. Tell me, why not rook a7 here?
Rook b3.
Rook, you mean c3, right? We're covering the checkmate with rook c8. Yes, when we reach this position, I mean rook in the third rank, this is easy actually way for us to winning. We have to make a check between two kings to making clear the direction, right? What if going to c8 here?
Rook a7.
And what is the point?
Checkmate.
Black cannot stop him with rook b3, right? Because our bishop already here. Because that's why we say rook on the third rank would be zaif, weak, and limited, right? So here, after this check, probably black will play king e8. And what to do now?
Rook b7.
Yes, we're playing rook b7, either rook a7, right? Same. The idea would be checkmate on b8. Black has to play king f8. And then what to do? Rook f7 check, true. Probably king g8 will limit by rook e7, we will take in the rook. So has to play king e8. And now what to do?
Rook f4.
Yes, in this moment we have a two brilliant moves. Rook f4. What's the idea?
To play bishop.
Bishop c6 check, and then rook f8 checkmate. Okay, so let's see. What if playing king d8 here? And right now we see the points of the rook f4. So which move?
Bishop e4.
Yes, bishop e4, covering the defending rook e8, and then no way to stopping checkmate on f8. King there will limit by bishop g6, either bishop c6, and then rook f8, and then checkmate. True? So let's go to the second option for the defender, which is a rook e2, either rook e1 will be transposed, rook e2. If we face this move, which is the best, here black have enough actually activity to defending the checkmating threatenings. Right now, we have to doing one waiting move, such as rook g7, to force him to play rook e3, either rook e1. Rook e3 will be same, transposed to the previous position, we play rook d7, and rook e1 is the forced move here to play, because as you know, we cannot play with a king, because rook g8 will be checkmate. So rook e1. When we reach this position, right now we will shift into that side, rook b7. The idea is clear. We want to make checkmate on b8. True. There is a two move for defender. One is a king c8. Second would be rook c1. If he play king c8 here, what we can do? Try to guess.
Rook a7.
Yes, very good. First rook a7. We want to checkmate on a8. Black is forced to playing rook b1 to stopping checkmating with rook b8. Right now, we will shifting to the other side. Here, or h7, not changing a lot. And here, black is forced to playing king b8. Then after this check and rook a8 check, we are able to taking this rook. True? So here, in this moment, rook was on e1. So after rook b7, we saw king c8 will be losing by rook a7. This is force for defender playing rook c1 to stopping checkmating with rook c8. Okay, here is a very nice position. I'm gonna give you time to think and finding the best move for white side. Probably it's not easy because we have to find some brilliant moves, especially the first one. Here, the only way to making progress would be this beautiful move, bishop b3. In most of the endings, waiting move will be solving the problem. Bishop b3. What's the idea? First of all, controlling c2 and d1. Second, giving time for black to doing mistake or bad move. There is a two moves, king c8 or rook c3, because rook cannot go anywhere. We can make a checkmate on b8. There is a rook c3 and king c8. If black playing king c8, right now would be same as the previous position. We bring in the rook to b4 with the idea bishop e6 check and then rook b8 checkmate. True? So here after rook b4, maybe a still defender playing king d8 to stopping checkmate with bishop e6. And right now try to guess the best move. Very interesting position. Bishop e6, he will make a check on d1 and will be transposed to the previous position. But here we can shift into the that side. g4, either h4. The idea is clear. We want to checkmate on h8. Right now, defender have a two idea, rook e1 or king c8. If we play king c8, we will play bishop d5 to checkmate on h8, and after king b8, we will shift into a4, same as the previous position. But here, most probably, defender playing rook e1. And if play rook e1, here, find the way. Right now, we see the point of the bishop b3. We're going to a4 through controlling e8. At the same time, we are stopping the check on d1. And if play king c8, again rook b4 with the idea bishop d7 check. And black is not able to stop in the checkmate with bishop b7 and then rook b8. True? Okay, so let's see here. In this moment, we played bishop b3. True? We saw king c8, we're playing rook b4. This is the main line, rook c3. And if we're reaching this position, right now, we will play first bishop e6. The threatening would be checkmate. He has to making check, there is no any way. And then bishop d5. We want to checkmating on b8. There is two moves, king c8, same, transpose to the previous position. And rook c3, we will reaching the same position, rook on the third rank. Right now, what we have to do, as we said, rook on the third rank would be weak because there is no any flexibility. And here we say first we have to making one check between two kings. And let's see, probably king 8 will be losing by which move?
Rook b7.
Rook g7, true. Because no way to stop in checkmate. Rook f3, we can take it, right? Next rook g8 is coming. Okay, tell me, what if play king c8 here?
Rook a7.
Rook a7, no, will be transposed. He will play king d8. So right now we're shifting other side.
H7.
Rook g7 or h7, either f7. Has to play in king b8. And then making check here. King c8. Find the two brilliant move. Same as the previous position.
Rook b4.
Rook b4, true. The idea is a check and then checkmate on b8. What if play king d8?
Bishop
c4.
Bishop c4, covering the rook c8, and then rook b8 is coming. But if play king c8, check here or a6, and then check here and checkmate. Hope you enjoy.